This is first practice of the morning, so we've had new brake pads on the car, so I'm going to go out and bed those for a couple of laps. You don't need to make any setup changes on the car. It feels really good from yesterday. So literally go out, bed the brakes, park it up, and then wait until qualifying. So all being well, keep it on the black stuff. That's first practice done. We only went out for 5 minutes just to go and bed the brakes in. We've got new brake pads on, just check the balance, make sure the systems are working. We found that the radio kept dropping out just then, so that's always worthwhile just going out for that. So the boys are going to have a look at the radio. Other than that, we're going to leave it as it is and then try and stick it up the front for qualifying.
So we've got the Britcar final today. We've got Miles out in the Praga, so qualifying is coming up in the next 10-15 minutes. Send them out, hopefully have a good session, and then the two races later on. We've done a few little tweaks and changes, so Miles is happy with everything that we've done so far. Won't go too much into detail, but he's really on point. Absolutely loving the setup that we've done. Left them all for today, hopefully the weather holds out as well. And get on to P1.
We've got to find another way. Music is my freedom, so I let it
I'm just doing mechanicking on the car, so we'll look after all the maintenance on the car today. So we'll be going through it after every round, every race, or section should I say. Checking to make sure everything's tight, nothing's come loose, check there's no leaks, monitor the oil temperature and pressure throughout the race and see how it goes. So in testing he showed some good pace, so he better not let me down and he better bring this car home quite high up in the grid. Just going out for qualifying, got the car all ready up, warmed up, got fresh hot tyres on, so hopefully this will be a good session.
So he brings it back in one piece and in pole. That's all I want.
through some peak times, bench on the incline, mind on a decline, train on a beast bike, eat and I sleep right, always been streetwise since I was knee high.
I'm pretty pumped, to be honest. I already burst into tears before I even stepped foot on the track.
Streets that are hot, it's not motor, it's just a start, it's not over. This is just a start now, man I'm moving smart now. Boy from a small town, hitting up the charts now. You can hear the pain that I carry in my heart now. You man are small-minded, man are thinking large now.
I'm pleased to say that Miles is better today. He's been poorly all week and he's dosed himself up to make sure he's fit for the race today. Still sounds a bit snuffly, but he said he'll just drive until his arms fall out the sockets, and I'm sure he will. Miles has always talked about the stars needing to be aligned, and I actually feel that they might be today, and he'll get that podium that he's been chasing for quite a while now.
Qualifying's been quite interesting because the car felt really good yesterday, and it was not just felt good, it was on the pace. But today the conditions have really changed and it's quite a lot windier, with it being an aero circuit, an aero car, sorry. That does have quite a profound effect on the balance of the car, so we're going to have to make a couple of changes to get it sort of back to where it was yesterday. I mean, the car still feels good and consistent, but I'm just losing time in places where it's costing me a lot, if you know what I mean. As I say, it's very easy to get out of the qualifying and having not quite be where you want to be and be a bit dejected, but the race is a whole different story, so just got to put my positive hat on and give it a good bloody go. There's no way this car's got another 2 seconds in it, or second and a half, whatever the gap is. No, it's just never going to happen. We are down on power, I know we are. They've just put a flyer in and it went red. It's like, fuck.
Lockdown got me on a decline. We've got to find another way. Music is my freedom, so I let the rhythm play. Can't see on the roads, blinded by the street lights. Link my brother for reference. tight. Gotta know.
First race was absolute carnage, to be honest with you. Into T1, obviously all the Pragas are at the front, and I don't know what happened, whether it was cold tyres, something down on the track, I'm not sure, but a few cars rotated, spun at turn 1, and then everybody just collected each other, and they were just bouncing off each other. So being P5, I was obviously watching it happen, and I could have easily got collected, which Jem did, sadly. So I had to just dive for the grass, sent it across the grass and kept myself out of trouble. The car was good, like it was just performing as you'd want it to, really. It was getting really oversteery towards the end, and we now realise, because there was a big wind change on the circuit, amazing how much it affects the car actually. But yeah, I just had to sit there and keep putting the laps in, to be honest, keep putting the laps in and not make any mistakes. So that's how you win these things. And P2 is the best we've done all year, so I'll take that all the way. I need to just have a rest now, because obviously everyone else is only doing half an hour in the car, and I'm doing the full hour, so it's a pretty tall order. Some of the other cars have had a steering update, which makes the steering a bit lighter. We don't have that, so shoulders are starting to feel it. So have a bit of a rest, get ready for race 2, see what we can do this time.
I know he had a few problems with his tyres after qualifying, and we helped out a little bit there. So just really pleased for him. I mean, he's done really well today. It's been fantastic. So those last 10-15 minutes were the slowest 10 minutes of a race I've seen. So it's really nice that he followed home after Gordy and Jimmy, and just before the bridal. It was a really nice sort of threesome to have on the podium. So it's great.
We're here today, and we've seen the race, and it was awesome to watch. And it brought memories back of when we used to go karting. I'm a petrol head myself. Both of us worked for a company years ago as instructors in supercars. And Miles progressed to be a high-speed driver. I did the same, but he's gone a bit further and he's managed to get himself a drive in the Praga. And I think he's getting a bit better than me now.
Oh, brilliant. I mean, he's got a face for TV, hasn't he? No, I just think congratulations to Miles. He's worked very hard, and best of luck for the future.
Come from where he did all the way onto second and pull through in those sort of last few laps. Amazing.
Got to say something nice about you.
Yeah,
hello.
say something nice. How are you? I'm good, you?
Did you see us?
Yeah.
Waving at you.
I did see you.
Yeah.
Alright, bring it in.
Yeah.
That's nice. I'm a bit wet, yeah.
So Miles used to do dynamics, but I did a placement on the team, and then they recognised the quality in this. So essentially they booted him out and then brought in the real driver. And here I am now. So next season I'll probably be in the Praga and he'll be fucked up.
Input shaft snapped, so it's got no drive at all. Went to pull away and
About 10 beers in.
well, literally on the formation lap. Pulled away in first, pulled for second. The revs just went sky high. So I thought it was the clutch at first. I thought maybe the clutch. I thought maybe the clutch had failed or needed bleeding tap before. We now realise that there's no drive at all, which means it's snapped the main input shaft, so it's got no drive, so that's it, we've got to retire the car sadly, so that's it, game over. Bloody disappointing, it is. I really want to get a second podium.
Absolutely gutted. However, second on the podium is fantastic. Wanted to see him on the podium. I saw him on the podium. I am so happy. So proud.
Bloody hell. So that is officially the end of my season. Sadly about 45 minutes earlier than it should have been. It has been a wild ride. Race 1, obviously brilliant. Podium P2, beyond happy with that. because I'm still smiling now, even though basically I didn't start race 2, went out in race 2, formation lap, car's absolutely fine, feels okay, and then go to pull away from the line, pull for second gear, and then bang, rev straight up, which is either normally a clutch or something a bit more serious. Sadly, it was the more serious outcome on this occasion, so yeah, no drive at all. So I had to get towed away, which was a real shame. And we've had to retire the car, so not how I wanted to end it, but I'll be honest, I'm not that bothered because today's been awesome. Everybody's here, the whole family's here, everybody, and they've had a good time. I've had a great time, and it's been bloody good fun. So it's kind of why we do it, isn't it? But getting a P2, I need to upgrade it now to a P1. So Mark, if you're listening, can you put me in the car next season, please? To say it's been almost a bit of a, was it a dream? Not so much. That not in a bad way, but it was never an aspiration really. But this has come out of nowhere, it really has, and I'm so thankful that it has. It's everything that I imagined, and then like 10 times more than that. You know, it's been a bloody good experience. I've never been in a paddock as serious as this, you know, with all other pro races and stuff. So it just means a lot to get the opportunity. And I want to do it again. I really want to do it again. And if anybody fancies a go, come and do it because you won't regret it.
Miles Lacey is going to come in second place. A great effort by him as well.
There you go, Mark. Really went and got a podium, didn't we? That was mega. Like, that's exactly what we wanted. Exactly what we wanted.